Welcome to A Pearl in Every Cowslip's Ear. This series was recorded here in our classroom with actual students. You just get to listen in. And we are using Christian Light Education's curriculum, and this is Language Arts 5, Book 1. Okay, Language Arts 5, Lesson 8, Homophones and Homographs. Starting with a bit of review, what are 4 sentence types? Give me 2. I'll give you one: interrogative, imperative, declarative, and exclamatory. Good, you got 3 of them. Okay, what are some parts of speech we've talked about already this year? Verbs, nouns, adjectives,
adverbs,
and we talked about adverbs too. So we've covered those 3. Verbs that end with S. Verbs that end with S. Are they singular or plural? They're singular, you're right. And nouns that end with S are plural. What do we call the word in the sentence that tells who or what the sentence is about? That word is the
subject.
The subject. Excellent. And then the verb and the words that go with it would be the predicate. Okay, let's find some modifiers. Let's find some modifiers in this sentence. The grumpy old dog barked sharply at the careless children. What are some modifiers? Let's circle them. So adjectives or adverbs? Either or. Now let's go through and find the adjectives first.
Grumpy.
Grumpy. Excellent. More? Old.
Sharpie.
It's a modifier, but it's not an adjective. We can start what? It's an adverb. 2 more. 3 more. Yeah, careless. And now 2 more. The and the. Both of them. Okay, now, and the only adverb we already got in this one, sharply, is the adverb. These others are adjectives. What does old modify? What is it describing?
Dog.
The dog. What is grumpy describing?
Dog.
The dog as well. What is the describing?
A dog.
Dog as well. Excellent. What is sharply describing?
Careless.
Modifying. It's a sharply careless.
Dog.
It's going to modify the verb because it's an adverb. Barked. It's telling how it barked. Sharply. A very quick, sharp bark. And then careless modifies
Children.
children, and dog modifies children as well. Okay, we've done all those modifiers. Now let's do a few plurals. Facts. To make facts plural, what do we add?
Yes.
ES. Pizza.
ES. No.
Since it ends with a vowel coming after a consonant, we can just add S. Pizzas. Company.
S.
Here we've got a consonant and then a vowel, so we need to change the Y to I and add ES. Nuthatch.
Nuthatches.
Good. ES. And wish.
Yes.
Same way. We add the ES. Okay. Today we have 2 big words. One is homograph, and one is homophone. Okay? Homograph. Homo, first of all, means the same. Or, yes, being the same thing. So these are 2 words. 2 homographs are 2 words. And then graph means to write. You can often think about a graph. You might look at a graph. It's something that's written. So graph means to write. So 2 words that are written the same, but could mean totally different things and could be actually said in a totally different way. 2 good ones for a homograph would be bow and bow. The servants had to bow to their king. I used a bow and arrow to go hunting. So they're spelled exactly the same, bow and bow. But they mean totally different things, and in fact they sound different. but they're written graph, they're written the same. Now homophone, phone gives the idea of what you hear, of your ears. So these ones will sound the same, but they can be written differently. And two that are good for this, that sound the same, C and C. I can see with my eyes, but I go to the sea, to the ocean, to go fishing. So homophones sound, the phone means they sound the same, but they actually mean two different things. Keep these things straight, and they can be very troublesome. I think the homographs can be very troublesome. Do you pronounce it bow or bow? Depending on what it's meaning, it's pronounced totally different, and sometimes it can actually really change up the sentence. Like it has the two words, I believe there's two in your lesson, dove, and you know what a dove is? It's like a pigeon, and dove. And dove means you dove under the water. You went down quickly to some place. So dove and dove. You need to kind of know as you're reading the sentence what's coming next to know how to pronounce the word, even if you're going to pronounce it correctly. Let's talk about a few troublesome homophones. These ones sound the same. It's, there, and there, whose and whose, your and your. I get text messages a lot that say things like this. Could you please, no, they came and got their food, and don't have their spelled with this, there, and that's incorrect. The possessive, we ask the students to pick up their pencils. Their pencils would be this one. This one has to do with a place. I walked over there. So don't say I walked over there and write this one. This one is possessive. This one shows someone owns it. This is a colo. It's a place where we're going. And then there, they apostrophe re is a conjunction. And the way to make this one make sense is make it say they are. So they're coming to our house for lunch. They are coming. With its, this its is possessive. I gave the dog its food, but this first its is a conjunction that is it is. It's getting late already. For these ones, whose is possessive. Whose coat is this? Holding up the coat. But who stands for who is, and you say who's it at recess. Who is it at recess? For your and your, the first your is possessive. I gave you your pencil, and this one is you are, so it's you're caught. You are caught at recess. Practice, 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 because I know a lot of big people that get these wrong, especially the theirs. Work on getting them right to make sure you're using the word that actually means what you're trying to say, instead of its brother, some other homophone. All right, carry on with your work.